The first part of our Thursday page is asking us about transition words again. Choose the best transition to fill in the blank. Blank dung beetles get rid of animal feces, control fly populations, and add nutrients to the soil. They are a farmer's friend. And they give us 4 different transition words to use. A, because, B, for example, C, in order to, or D, in addition. Who can tell me which answer choice would make the most sense for this example today? What transition word should I use? Should I use A, because, B, for example, C, in order to, or D, in addition? Like I had said, with these kinds of questions, the best thing that you could do is honestly just try them out, especially if you're not sure. We tried out A, it would say because dung beetles get rid of animal fly populations and add nutrients to the soil, they are a farmer's friend. If I try answer choice B, it would be, for example, dung beetles get rid of animal feces, control fly populations, and add nutrients to the soil. They are a farmer's friend. If I tried C, it would be, in order to, dung beetles get rid of animal feces, control fly populations, and add nutrients to the soil. They are a farmer's friend. If I tried D, it would be, in addition, dung beetles get rid of animal feces, control fly populations, and add nutrients to the soil. They are a farmer's friend. Which one of those makes the most sense, or which one of those works the best for the sentence they're trying to use it for? Would it be A, B, C, or D? What do you think, Noah? What did you decide?
B.
B, for example. So they do give us some different things that dung beetles do that help out the farmers, but I think B would have been better if they had this part. They are a farmer's friend at the beginning. They told me they're a farmer's friend and then told me all the things they do to help. For example, would be great. But because the examples come first, I don't think we can use for example here. That leaves me with 3 other ones. Because, in order to, and in addition. What do you think, No? If I have those 3 left, which one seems like the best choice to use?
Musician. Mm, uh,
Because, in order to, and in addition. Which one of those seems like the best one left, Noah?
because
Because.
because
Okay. That one I think is the best one there. For example, would have worked, like I said, if they talked about them being the farmer's friend at the beginning. But since they gave us the examples first, I think because works better. They tell us all the things that they do to help out the farmers, and then afterwards, they tell us they are a farmer's friend. I think you're right there. I think answer choice A is the best one to use. Because dung beetles get rid of animal feces, control fly populations, and add nutrients to the soil, they are a farmer's friend. Okay. Our next boxes. Well, yeah, I guess boxes. There are a few different sentences we have to fix here. We have 4 sentences, each one with a blank space that we have to fill in to finish the sentence. First sentence says, Mr. James is the man, blank sang the national anthem. What word should go into that blank space? Kylie? Who? Very good. Mr. James is the man who sang the national anthem. You're asking who did? We said he did. James. What about the next one? Lucas is the boy blank toe was broken. Who can tell me what word belongs in that blank space? Lucas is the boy blank toe was broken. Violet, what would you say? For the second sentence, who is close, but I can't use who there. Lucas is the boy blank toe was broken. We know who the toe belongs to. So I need to say something else, not who. What do we say when we know who that thing, whatever it is, belongs? It's close to who, but it's not who. Kylie, can you help out? Whose. If it was who, it's like we're asking who does this belong to, but we know the toe. The toe is attached to the person, so it's very easy to figure out who the toe belongs to. So this one should be whose. Lucas is the boy whose toe was broken. What about the next sentence? Camila is the girl blank speaks 3 languages. What word should I use to fill in the blank? Camila is the girl blank speaks 3 languages. What word would finish that sentence? Bailey, what do you think? Camila is the girl blank streaks or speaks 3 languages. What word should I use, Bailey, to finish that or sorry, to finish that sentence? No, I don't think Bailey can hear me. Who can tell me? What word could I use to finish that sentence? Camila is the girl blank speaks 3 languages. Kylie. Who? Camila is the girl who speaks 3 languages. What about the last sentence? Maria has the recipe blank is most delicious. Maria has the recipe blank is most delicious. What word could I use to finish that sentence? Violet. Very good. That. Maria has the recipe that is most delicious. We want to use that because they're focusing on her recipe, not on her. So it's not a person we're talking about. Okay, let's take a look at our sentence and see if we can fix anything. My dad grows prized potatoes and tomatoes in his garden. My dad grows prized potatoes and tomatoes in his garden. There's a few mistakes in that sentence. Who can tell me what is one mistake that I can see that's still in that sentence? Bella?
there needs to be a capital M in the front of the sentence
Okay, needs to be a capital M at the front of the sentence. Why is it capitalized, Bella?
because it's the starting of the sentence.
Okay, it's the beginning of the sentence. It should always be capitalized. Very good. Need a capital M at the beginning of the sentence. What else? What's another mistake that I can see that they still have in this sentence? Kylie?
In potatoes and tomatoes, in between the O and S, put an E.
Okay, so potatoes and tomatoes, to spell them correctly, I need to put an E. Where did you say?
In the middle of the O and the S.
Okay, for the tomatoes and potatoes, you're right. I need to take a letter E and I need to put it between the O and the S when I make it plural. All right. Is there anything else that's wrong with this sentence? Anything else besides the capital M, besides the E that I need to add? Jadine?
Um, I don't know if it's right, but put a comma where the and is.
Okay, put a comma where the and is. Remember, if I have a comma and a conjunction, that means that I'm combining two complete sentences. So if I look, the beginning part, this first part of my sentence, my dad grows prized potatoes. I could check it. I believe that my
Your
dad
volume is
grows
working. Can
prized
you hear me
potatoes.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bailey.
Okay.
Okay. That part is a complete sentence. But the next part, I believe that tomatoes in his garden is not a complete sentence, not on its own. I can't put the comma there because I don't have two sentences that I'm combining. The reason why they have and is because they're telling me about two different things that he's growing. He's growing potatoes and he's growing tomatoes. You're right though, there is a punctuation mistake that we haven't fixed yet. Some kind of mark that we need to add to this sentence. What kind of mark do you think I should add to this sentence, Jadine?
A period
Okay, and where should that go?
at the end of the sentence.
At the end of the sentence. There always needs to be some kind of punctuation at the end. And since we're not asking a question, and since we're not surprised or shouting or anything, then a period will work perfectly. So capital. My dad grows fries, potatoes, and tomatoes in his garden, period. So this one for today didn't have too many mistakes. It was really just the capitalization, the punctuation, and then the little bit of spelling mistakes with potatoes and tomatoes. What about the next part? Let me zoom in. Choose the correct sentence. I have two sentences. My neighbor wears a big brown straw hat, or my neighbor wears a brown big straw hat. Which sentence is written correctly? Noah?
A.
A. My neighbor wears a big brown straw hat. We talk about the size, the color, and then the material. What about B? Mom has a carving new steel knife, or Mom has a new steel carving knife. Which sentence is written correctly? Sentence A or sentence B? Kylie.
B.
Answer choice, Mom has a new steel carving knife. So we talk about the condition of it, we talk about the material, and then what kind of knife it happened. Okay. Last part. We have two sentences. We want to combine them, and we want to pick the answer choice that does it the best. Dung beetles prefer the poop of herbivores. Some will eat the poop of omnivores. I want to combine those sentences. A. Dung beetles prefer the poop of herbivores, but some will eat the poop of omnivores. Or B. Dung beetles prefer the poop of herbivores, but some will eat the poop of omnivores. What answer choice is the better way to combine these? I pick answer choice A or answer choice B. Messiah, what do you say? A or B? Which one did you choose? Which one should I pick, Messiah? A or B? Okay, B. If I look at these two, there's one difference. And it's a very small difference, but it's a very important difference between the two sentences. They look almost exactly the same. The one difference is answer choice B says dung beetles prefer the poop of herbivores, and then there's no comma. Answer choice A says dung beetles prefer the poop of herbivores, and then it has a comma. Like we've said before, we said it a little bit earlier today. If you're trying to combine two complete sentences, you need to have a comma and a conjunction if both parts are complete. Take a look. I believe that dung beetles prefer the poop of herbivores. Okay? I believe that some will eat the poop of omnivores. Okay? In this case, they tell us some, but they don't tell us some what? Some people, some bugs, some birds, what? Since I don't really have a topic, then answer choice B is better because I don't need the comma and the conjunction if both sides are not complete. That's okay, Messiah. The answer choice B is better here because the second part doesn't really have a subject for us. It doesn't tell us somewhat what is eating the poop of the omnivores. Okay, here's our page. So if there's anything that we need to fix or change, we can go ahead and do that now.